Hey, hello everyone, this is ACryInShame, part of the Long Journey Away team, and we're back to Factorio! Alright, so I need some copper. I probably should just grab some advanced circuits. It'd be much faster if I just grab the ones that we're creating. So let's come down here. And then need steel as usual. Always going to need more steel. Or I could grab some advanced circuits just to help me out. And why not grab some batteries while we're at it? We're making plenty of them at this rate. Look at all these batteries. So many batteries. How are you doing on plastic? Could probably definitely use more plastic. Not so many batteries. Do I want to... Well, it doesn't really matter, but it's fine. Right, so the main thing is iron production, as you see down here. It is pretty condensed. I mean, it's not fully condensed, mind you, but it is pretty decently condensed. So what I could do is grab some iron, right? Do fast belt here, do a fast splitter here as well, and replace these so that they're better suited to take the input that they're receiving. You can see that compressed it down pretty nicely. As long as the input is enough, it compresses it down. Of course, we are still off on the input, and let's see here. I'm going to need more steel. Now, as there is enough iron at this moment, I'm going to focus on getting more steel. It's kind of to balance out a bit to try to get to a point of kind of equilibrium, if you will. Because my whole thing is I'm trying to get enough steel to get more of the electric furnaces set up so that we can increase the overall production. And then beyond that, I want to get more steel so that we can actually get a train set up. Because trains are fun, and it's kind of the whole point of the mega base is to get trains. Trains are good and useful and so on and so forth. Right, but in the meantime, because we just really got to play the waiting game on that one, let's see what else we can do. This is all set up. That's all set up. I guess all we can really do is maybe try to get things going for, or we can do some manual crafting here. It's a good question what to do next. Ooh, wait. That looks slow to you? That is slow. Power production! That's something we can work on. Get power rolling. Alright, so it's only 8. So we need more stone. Let's get 2 stacks of it. 8. 9, 10, and then we need 4. Gotta remove 1. Next, need a pump, and then we need 20, or 10, 20, yeah, I think we'll go shoot for 20. Let's get some more stone then. Grab some more iron. We're going to need a whole bunch of iron for these guys. So that's 2. Oops, didn't mean to delete the lights. Steam engines. You're going to need more stone, probably. Yep, more stone. Because it's all putting it towards the landfill. So 10, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another pump. Now here we're going to need to increase this section here by just a little bit down to here, so they're even. Have that nice and even across. Perfect. So we should be able to expand this out a lot now that it's even. Put 2 full lines as soon as they're all done, and then I need to create 10, 25, 6, 7, 8. It's a lot of handcrafting going on here. Now in hindsight, I could have gone through the whole effort of doing a setup where it auto-crafted all the stuff, and while I could set up and cut down trees and whatnot. But I'm not going to be doing this very often. I will have an auto setup for solar, and in the long run, solar is the route that we want to go, because in this mega base, we don't want to have to set up massive amounts of steam just to get things powered. If it seems reasonable to use steam power, then we'll use steam power. But otherwise, it's not really needed, you know? It's not a necessity. Okay. Now to just fix this setup as well. Get rid of these old poles. Was it necessary to get rid of the old poles? No, I just don't like them. Just trying to keep things consistent. There. That's all the power. And I can do that. 1, 2. And where's piping? No idea. Okay. Do it myself then. 14. And I have it flipped. Of course I do. Try it again. There we go. Doing the wave. Look at that go. Alright. So that should be all powered nicely, and bam! All the megawatts. So, as it majorly increased our power production. Alright, it's all looking good here. Let's see what kind of steel we got. 84 pieces of steel. Perfect. Doing a lot better now. We can create 5 more of these electric furnaces. Is that done? Yeah, that's done. We are kind of chewing through the edges of the iron at this point, so we will have to look into, we'll try to look into, the other iron setup as I showed in the last video, and maybe start working towards that, that whole train idea. Personally, I would like to have some trains set up as soon as possible. It's kind of part of the whole mega base idea, is that everything's, you know, transported between different areas by train. So I would like to have that. Sorry. I'd like to have that kind of setup, you know. I'm pretty sure that was messed up from that setup. I noticed that the stone furnace I had set up earlier was not actually outputting to anything. So, the time that I was doing all the stuff running around, I wasn't actually getting anything from that particular stone furnace. Let's keep it symmetrical, I guess. Alright, and then we do some input here, 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 and then output as so. Alright, now are these interfering with each other, or are they just fine? They look just fine at this point. So no worries there. So, it's going to be a little bit more condensed now. You can see it kind of backlogging a little bit because of how slow this belt is. Which isn't bad to see. It means we are producing more than our belts can take. You can see down here that iron is making it all the way down. So it's good. We're doing far better than we were before, just by replacing these with electronic furnaces instead of the standard stone furnaces. You can see that we are producing a decent amount of 3s. I'm just going to make sure that this is all set up properly so that all of them can take Science Pack 3s when time comes. It seems that now with that fixed, yep, that's all fixed and ready to go. The production is still going to be relatively low because of iron. I don't think enough is getting to our inserter here. Right? Yeah, that's not even getting enough to fulfill itself. So put an iron in there, it works fine. But at the moment, it's not getting a whole lot of iron. So, iron is still an issue, but it's not the iron itself, it's the throughput of the iron. You can see here where it's, you know, it's being stockpiled almost. But it's not able to get all the way down. So we need to increase the throughput by increasing the belt. And we will continue to upgrade more and more of these as well, because we're going to need more iron. to fill in the new throughput. Inserters. There we go. You can see there's a bit of delay here, like they're not able to place. So to fix that, we can do an underground belt here, to underground belt here, and they should place without issue now. Because the placing of items onto a underground belt seem to take priority most of the time. Not all the time. You can see there's a bit of delay here, but it's not a very long delay. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure why that works. It just does, so I'm not really complaining about it. That's going to be a more or less compressed yellow belt, it looks. Alright, so let's put the red belts down here and here. Do red underground. And where's my splitter? Fast splitter. There we go. The underground is now slowing it down, so we'll have to do the fast underground as you see me crouching there. Just a few more steps. We're going to need a splitter. But you can kind of see how it's already helping out our setup by having that increase of having that increase of iron flow. I'll need 2 of those, yep. As long as the throughput is enough, it should be perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and place that right there. We'll worry about this throughput here. But it does look like it is making itself all the way down. But there isn't a whole lot, like it's trickling right there. You can see it where it's trickling. So we are still going to work a little bit with throughput. Oop, not a splitter, need a fast splitter. So we're going to need more electric circuits. All the electric circuits. Grab those. Maybe a few fast splitters. So throughput's looking good now. How's our steel production? Come on, grab more steel. 113. That's copper we need. It's really just advanced circuits. Let's come down here, grab some more advanced circuits. We need more advanced circuits so we can create even more advanced circuits. Not like higher in advancement, I just mean more of the same. Alright, and grab that. And back to steel dependency. There. And still not quite enough. Figures. So we still are at a case where we can, like, that's throughput's a lot better than it was before, but it still comes down to about right here where it is starting to trickle. So we're not quite getting the throughput we would like to have in the end here. We are getting a lot closer, however, to that throughput. Right here, I can go ahead and replace some more. Place all of this here. Place those down. And we have ourselves a final setup. Now we can actually remove all of the coal. So we just cut the line here. Get a full belt of iron. Remove that there as well. so that all iron will place on both sides of the belt, thus increasing a possible throughput. And that's a bit of coal there. You can see here we're going to need another underground belt setup. And that should help out with condensing it down. And we're off by 1 again here. There we are. We can go ahead and replace a few. Got some steel. Replace the first 4 here like we did for the other ones. We are going to move this down like it should be. We're going to do it piece by piece, so we're not going to go ahead and tear the entire section down, just this piece here. And there we are. The whole section was off by 1, including this part here. So I will have to move the entire thing up then, not everything else down. So I want this to be as close as possible here. So I want to move this again. And I just placed it down a second ago. That's the thing with planning. Plan all you want, but it doesn't mean it's going to work. Get that. Which means this splitter needs to go there. This one needs to move up. It's underground. Let's go here. And this needs to go here. There we are. That should be fine now. I can do it that way too, because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so that should be fine that way. It wasn't nearly as far off as I thought it was. It's just that one piece that was off. I seem to have cut the line for everything. There we are. That's better. It's working now. We're not cutting more iron. Good to see. Get rid of all these extra poles that we are no longer going to need. Alright, cool. So, look at that throughput. Now we're making far more iron than we could possibly want at the moment. So, what to do next? We need to create more steel, because you can see we've maxed out, or more than, not quite more than maxed out, but fast inserters, what are you lacking here? Electronic circuits, why are you lacking? Because of copper. Ugh, now copper's an issue. There's always something. I gotta go fix copper. Let's go fix copper. Probably a very similar situation where we're just not, we're not even producing enough ore. It's not even a case of that, just ore. We need more iron ore. Or copper ore. We need more copper ore. It's used to iron being the issue, but this time it's copper. Let's go ahead and grab all this iron. Grab all this copper while we're at it. Make a few electric mining drills. And like that, it's already been 20 minutes. The short time spans, man. Just takes a little while to get used to it. So, for now, this is ACryInShame, part of the Long Terrain Divide team. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, including the shorter episodes. I hope they're little snippets rather than the longer extended episodes are actually making it easier to watch, because I was a little worried about the extent of time, but from so far it doesn't seem like it's causing too much of an issue. So if it's not causing an issue for you, awesome. But it is time for me to go, so this is ACryInShame, part of the Long Journey Divide team, signing out. Hey, if you like that video, go ahead and check out these other videos showing up on your screen now. Or click on the center button right there to subscribe to us. Otherwise, you can always check out our Patreon page and see if you'd like to help us out by supporting us through Patreon. Otherwise, I guess that's it. So long, guys.